Good morning, and please be seated. I am Dr. Patricia O'Connell-Killen, and as Gonzaga University's Academic Vice President, it is my privilege to welcome all of you to the university's 121st commencement. On behalf of the university and President Thane McCullough, I would like to extend a special welcome to families and friends of our graduates, many of whom have traveled far distances to join in this public celebration of our students' achievements. We are honoring more than 1,000 graduating seniors this morning. Your support has aided these graduates as they worked to complete this step of their educational journeys. This is indeed a day to celebrate, not only for you, our graduates, but for all of us assembled here. At this time, I ask that you please stand and join the Big Bing Theory, Gonzaga's own a cappella group, in singing the United States National Anthem. 5 members of this group will be graduating in the ceremony today. We ask that you remain standing after the Star-Spangled Banner for the invocation. It is now my pleasure to introduce Father Steve Cooter, Rector of the Gonzaga Jesuit Community, to give the invocation.
Heard a story about an invocation like this. The professor got up and said, "Welcome to Hogwarts." No, wait a minute. Heard a story about an invocation like this. The priest stood up on the stage and said, "God, you are here. God, we are here." And that's enough. That's enough. So let us pray. Oh God, we know that invoked or not invoked, you are here working in what we do today. For wherever there is love, you are present. And we know that we are here. We are here following your lead, celebrating your love that is light, is peace, is justice. We ask only that you continue to bless us all, graduates, families, mothers, 50th jubilarians, friends and faculty, for you are a faithful God whose blessings are enough now and forever. Amen.
Thank you, Father Cooter. Please be seated. Dr. Thane McCullough is Gonzaga University's 26th president. A psychologist by discipline, he received his bachelor's degree from Gonzaga and his Doctor of Philosophy degree from Oxford University. Dr. McCullough has served Gonzaga in numerous roles over his 2 decades of professional association with the institution. He brings to the office of president exceptional intelligence, knowledge and skills honed through academic study, incisive insight into Gonzaga as an organization, and a wonderfully resilient wit. Dr. McCullough is a leader among the presidents of the 28 Jesuit colleges and universities in the United States. Please join me in welcoming Gonzaga University President, Dr. Thane McCullough.
Academic Vice President Killen, Trustee Chair Fritz Wolf, members of the faculty and administration, distinguished family members and honored guests, and most especially, graduating members of the class of 2014. What a privilege it is for us all to be with you on this glorious morning as we together celebrate your momentous achievements. On this beautiful Sunday in spring and a special day for all of us, let us take a moment to thank someone who has played a very important role in each of our lives. On this day, we remember and celebrate intentionally those who are or who have been mom for us. And I would like to ask all of the mothers here today to please rise and let us recognize you on this Mother's Day. Today we are joined by a very special group, and I'd like to take a moment as well to recognize them. We're joined by some of the members of Gonzaga's class of 1964, which graduated 50 years ago this spring, who are joining together with you graduates this morning. Would those members of the class of 64 please rise and let us recognize you? So let us just take a moment and recognize what an extraordinary day this is, to highlight the remarkable sequence of events which have brought us to be with one another this morning. Perhaps more than any other formal celebration we tend to experience in our lives, Commencement brings together families and the larger community in powerful and in striking ways. Parents and grandparents, sisters and brothers, extended relatives and friends, the faculty members who have taught you, the staff who have supported your daily lives, all come together, gathered in one place for a singular purpose, and that is to celebrate you, our graduating seniors. It is a moment to remember and an experience to cherish. As a proud graduate of Gonzaga University, it is clear to me that Gonzaga did right by me. It prepared me very well. Following my undergraduate work, I completed my doctorate at Oxford, which explains the decidedly snappy, if vaguely Transylvanian outfit. Living and studying at Oxford was, for me and for my wife Julie, in many, many ways, a deeply rewarding experience, but at the same time, it was undeniably and productively also a time of many challenges. If you take time today, as I hope you will, to reflect upon the trail of your own educational journey at Gonzaga, I suspect that you too will have to acknowledge that along with the happy and rewarding times, there have also been times of struggle, of frustration, and indeed of failure. It may sound odd, but it is, in fact, my hope that, combined with opportunities to succeed, there have also been occasions of deep challenge. As an important part of the Jesuit educational experience is its capacity to build tenacity, a resilience of character, and the ability to cope when we do not succeed. I believe that one cannot truly savor success unless one appreciates the meaning of failure and experiences the difficult work of somehow refashioning our shattered self into a meaningful whole once again, into someone who truly learns that it is the lessons of disappointment that are essential for our continued growth. Whether it involves a laboratory experiment or an impossible final exam, or an effort that goes into building and maintaining a truly worthwhile relationship, we truly experience the feeling of success only when we are keenly aware of and have reflected on the lessons learned from loss and from defeat. In my experience, the question of whether or not a failure can be transformed into a success hinges in largest part upon one's capacity to imagine and to be creative, indeed, to dream. And the concept of dreaming is particularly relevant at this moment, as today embodies both the fulfillment of a dream and the point of departure for other important moments in your life. I think I can safely speak on behalf of our university and tell you that, along with the granting of your degree, we are also granting you a professional license to dream. You, distinct from all of the people who will graduate from universities this spring, are the graduates of Gonzaga University's class of 2014. Your intellectual gifts, your meaningful accomplishments, the knowledge, skills, and habits of heart and mind you have absorbed and developed, these have earned you the credentials you today will be granted. But, as you may have heard along the way, there is no such thing as a free credential. The credentials you have earned come with strings attached. You are prepared through all of the experiences you have had while at Gonzaga to go out and make this world a better place, to bring together all of your wisdom and all of your experiences to lead lives of integrity, to use your imagination and your influence to help heal the culture, to rely upon your remarkable voice to speak on behalf of those who have no voice, to invest in and allow your faith to be a light shining in the darkness for those who have lost their way. And most of all, to use the power of your imagination not only to dream new realities into being, but, And this is an important responsibility to inspire others to dream as well. Even as you prepare to leave Gonzaga, let me share one more hope that I have for you. Stay connected to us and stay connected to each other. When I was a student living in Catherine Monica, phones were still connected to the wall by springy wires. Today you can text one another, you can Snapchat, you can tweet each other, you can follow me at gonzaga_prez. You have many ways of staying connected with one another, and it matters because you never know when along the journey you might need a place to crash for the night or to borrow some money or to be one person who is singularly essential to help a friend through a dark and difficult time. And as we already know, we never know when they're going to happen. You may rest assured that you can count on the fact that I, together with the Alumni Association, will work hard to keep you connected with Gonzaga. You have been a gift to us, and you inspire us. And we are grateful to have been with you on this part of your journey. So go forth, graduates of Gonzaga, the class of 2014. In the words of St. Ignatius of Loyola, go forth and set the world on fire. May God's grace be with you now and always. Congratulations.
The university confers honors on students who have demonstrated the highest academic achievement with 2 awards. I would ask President McCullough to stand to the left of the podium to help award these honorees. Our first, the Garrigan Award, is a gift of the university in memory of Father William Garrigan of the Society of Jesus, bestowed upon the member of the class of 2014 who has maintained the highest scholastic record during 4 years at Gonzaga. This year's recipient is Melissa Jean Villanueva. Melissa, will you please come forward and stand in front of the podium? Melissa is from, gotta be in front. It's your time to shine. Melissa is from Redmond, Washington. She is receiving her Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology. During her time at Gonzaga, she studied chimpanzees in Chimpanzee, Zambia, participated in the women's chorus, and took a year of Arabic to explore her Lebanese heritage. She is an avid runner. While Melissa has made many friends during her time here, one of the most memorable is the person she met on her first day as a freshman, who happened to be from her own hometown. Congratulations, Melissa. The Senior Class Award is a gift to the university, member of the class of 2013, who has maintained the highest scholastic record during their senior year. This year's recipient is Emily Schober. Emily, would you please come forward? Emily is from Wisconsin, majored in psychology, and will be a certified elementary school teacher with a reading endorsement. She has served as a Gonzaga ambassador. Emily's greatest passion is teaching low-income and trauma-exposed children. She is an abstract painter and has spent her summers at the Milwaukee County Zoo teaching environmental and wildlife conservation and sustainability. Congratulations, Emily. Will Dr. Sharon Delos Parks please join Dr. McCullough at center stage? It is the rare scholar who sees, explores, and helps others understand and respond to the defining issues of an era. For more than 3 decades, Dr. Sharon Delos Parks has been that scholar, producing seminal works on young adulthood and leadership in our time. Parks has written exquisitely about the years of young adulthood as a time of seeking place and purpose in the world, of asking questions of faith, and of examining earlier beliefs and assumptions in the process of making formative life decisions. Dr. Parks is a graduate of Whitworth College, where she later served on the faculty and staff and developed her early research questions in partnership with colleagues at Gonzaga. She holds an MA from Princeton Theological Seminary and a doctorate from Harvard University, the Divinity School. She has held faculty and senior research positions at Harvard Schools of Divinity, Business, and Government. She also is taught at the Weston Jesuit School of Theology and currently teaches at Seattle University in the Executive Leadership Program and the School of Theology and Ministry. Parks is the author or co-author of 10 books. In 1986, her The Critical Years appeared and quickly became a standard. She updated that work with Big Questions, Worthy Dreams, mentoring emerging adults in their search for meaning, purpose, and faith in 2000, with a second edition in 2011. And in 2005, Harvard Business Press published her outstanding Leadership Can Be Taught, A Bold Approach for a Complex World. Parks's writings have become guiding texts to communities that surround students, communities that seek to help young adults foster lifelong habits of reflection, rich imagination, and critical thought. Whether helping young adults navigate the turning points of their lives or reminding leaders that their artistry exists in walking the edge of the familiar and the emergent, Dr. Parks's clear and thoughtful voice bolsters the courage, creativity, and moral commitment of people whose calling is the formation and flourishing of individuals and communities. In recognition of her more than 3 decades of distinguished scholarship and influential work, with and on behalf of those people who are our future, it is with great pride that Gonzaga University confers on Sharon Delos Parks the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Trustees of the University, President McCullough, faculty and staff of the University, distinguished guests. Thank you for the honor you have conferred upon me today. It has been said that of the three things we all need are to belong, to know we can make a difference, and to be recognized. We never outgrow these needs, and so I do indeed thank you. But the primary reason for this occasion that has brought together so many families and friends is the recognition and the celebration of the class of 2014. What you and your teachers have achieved together brings us to this threshold moment of affirmation and commencement. It was in about late March. I began wondering what I might say in this big moment. One evening, I was at a banquet, seated next to the dean of the business school at Seattle University, and I asked him what he thought I should say here. He responded immediately, "Well, you have to mention men's and women's basketball, or the audience will think you don't know where you are and that you are giving a canned speech." I considered myself informed. However, and alas, I have never had the privilege of being much of an athlete, and I thought I might already be out of my depth. But then I dipped into my keen awareness that a part of the goodness of intercollegiate and sport activities is that whether it's the Olympic decathlon or a pickup softball game, sport is often a key component contributing to our experience of the commons. As a Jesuit university, Gonzaga is explicitly committed to intellectual excellence and educating the citizens that the world needs most. Citizen leadership committed to the common good. The image that stands behind the concept of the common good is the commons. The commons is ancient in human experience. We are social creatures who gather, disperse, and gather again. Our gathering places are the commons, which may take the form simply of the crossroads of a village, or a grand plaza in a Latin city, or the quad in your university campus. A classic form in our society was the New England green, where each household could pasture a cow. Around the green was what I have come to call an ecology of institutions: the schoolhouse, a place of worship, the general store, bank, the sheriff's office with the jail behind, doc's house, the newspaper office, and so on. Over time, monuments appeared on the commons, often to war dead. Bandstands also appeared, along with formal playing fields. The commons tends to be a place of celebration and memorial, commerce and communication, play and protest. But the commons is not simply a pristine, romantic, nostalgic image. The commons has always been a mix of sins and graces. Yet practices of the commons confer a sense of a shared life within a manageable frame. And though the commons has often been gated, and many still struggle for full participation in the common good, the notion of the commons always presses toward inclusion, toward justice. So whether we are in the spotlight on the free throw line or up in the stands at the margins, a part of why we love sport is that it gathers us up into a sense of the challenges and joys of our shared belonging in the commons of life. Experiences of the commons are essential to the formation of our humanity and our capacity for citizenship in today's world, because they hold us in the truth that we are each a part of something much larger than our own resume. And in that larger field of life, each of us, in our own way, makes a difference. Now, however, we all recognize that our generations have been asked to live at one of those great threshold times in history, a hinge point. Our communication, transportation, nuclear, and biotechnologies have swept all of us up into a new commons, global in scope and personal in impact. We know this economically, as we are all swept up in global markets. We know this ecologically, as we are learning that we are each a part of a vast tissue of life in which everything is connected to everything else. And we know this ecumenically, as cultures are meeting and colliding on an unprecedented scale, and all of our social covenants are under review. We are now living in a new commons, complex, diverse, and morally challenging, a sense of a shared life within an unmanageable frame. This new commons asks of us a stretch of imagination, a stretch of soul. This is being asked of us as a species. We have never known more about the suffering of life, especially the unnecessary suffering that we now have access to on a 24/7 basis, and the challenges our capacity for compassion and meaningful response. And we have never known more about the wonder of the world in which we dwell. This crossroads of suffering and wonder at the heart of our new commons is where today's graduates and all the rest of us are working out a response to the question, how now must we live? A few weeks ago, Keith, a young man now finishing an MBA in Oregon, asked me if we could meet for coffee because he was thinking about his next steps. As soon as we had cups in hand, it occurred to me to ask him what I might say today, and he quickly responded, well, first you have to tell them to turn off their devices. They will all have them on. Whether or not this is true, I thought, yes, we are all living the paradox that our flickering screens yield both profound opportunities and infinite distractions. And our minds are rarely where our bodies are, even for a once-in-a-lifetime occasion. But I quickly calculated that it is highly unlikely that I would influence your choice on this matter in this moment. And moreover, I realized that my question to Keith about today was a distraction from the purpose of our coffee together. I returned to his significant questions about next steps. As our conversation evolved, I found myself saying to this bright, articulate, capable young man what I want to say to each member of this graduating class. As much as you may be concerned personally about what you are going to be doing next month, next fall, 5 or 15 years from now, and as daunting as our current economic arrangements are for emerging adults, even those with baccalaureate degrees, there is a real sense in which I don't think it matters a lot for you personally what decision you make about your next step. When you receive your baccalaureate degree today, you will become a part of only about 1% of the world's population that has a baccalaureate degree. You are among the privileged. You will essentially be fine. Whatever decision you make will either be a good decision and it will work for you, or it won't. Got that? Because you are smart, you will figure that out. And if necessary, you will make another, better move. But, as I said to Keith, I think it may matter a lot what decisions you make about your next steps in terms of how your decisions will affect our planet, our new commons. We presently live in a brittle economy that presents a horizon of uncertainty for all of us. That uncertainty is deepened when we recognize the overarching reality of our time, a warming planet creating climate disturbance, rapidly changing fundamental patterns that we have depended upon for millennia that now threaten to displace whole populations, release disease against which we have no defenses, diminish our food supply, and erode other life support systems at an accelerating rate, challenging our adaptive capacities, even our technological prowess. This reality is demanding that we pay attention to unprecedented questions and together forge a collective, robust, and dedicated imagination of the common good. We are now being called to ask new questions about what it means to be women and men for others. We wade into those questions knowing that in our radically interdependent commons, your choices, our choices, do and will matter. Or as one colleague of mine says, while we live in a culture that is fond of telling graduates, you can become anyone you want, no one of us, she insists, has the right to grow up and become just anyone we want. Each of us is a unique combination of experiences, talents, insight, knowledge, strengths, and commitments. And if you do not express and manifest the unique potential of your being in this world, whatever could come through you will be lost forever to the ongoing creation of life. You do not have the right to become just anyone you want. Recognizing that truth does not make it any easier to plan the day, but it does give us a way of thinking about our calling, our vocation, as we stand at the crossroads of suffering and wonder in today's commons. It gives us a posture within which we can proceed to find that place where our heart's deep gladness, meets the world's deep hungers. A place from which to discover what it may mean to be faithful to ourselves and our times. 3 years ago, my husband Larry Delos and I, along with 2 friends of ours, took a vacation in Italy. When we were in Rome, I wanted to visit the rooms of St. Ignatius, where he spent the last 12 years of his life, and with some of his companions, wrote the constitutions of the Society of Jesus. My motivations were not pure. In the chapel at Seattle U, where I teach, there is a panel of a triptych that depicts Ignatius in those rooms in Rome. I was going to be giving a tour of the chapel for one of my courses, and I confess, I thought it would be pretty classy to be able to say I had been there. So we went early in the day to ensure we would get this done, and discovered that the rooms would not be open until the afternoon. Disappointed, we had turned away when inexplicably we were told an exception could be made. The rooms are simple, and in the inner room there are only a few artifacts, along with a brass marker on the floor indicating where Ignatius of Loyola died. As I sat there in one of a few chairs provided for guests, to my surprise, I found myself deeply moved. As my quiet tears welled, it was not so much from some sense of being in the presence of the saint. Rather, I realized that Ignatius and his companions, who lived at another, earlier, hinge time in history, could not possibly have imagined the Boeing, Costco, Microsoft, or other companies whose managers I teach. Yet 450 years ago, in their efforts simply to be faithful to their experience, their talents, and the deep calling of their times, they so lived that now I have the privilege of teaching in a Jesuit institution where we have an institutional mandate and distinctive opportunity, as you do here, to teach competency in business leadership and practice, not only for the good of the proverbial bottom line, but for the greater challenge of creating through the instrument of business a more just, humane, and verdant world. We must note that Ignatius did not accomplish this by himself. He cultivated a sturdy and dedicated set of companions. The complex challenges now at hand demand that we cannot even think of practicing the arts of citizen leadership alone. You will need the companionship of your families, friends, and the good colleagues that now grace your life. And you will need friends, partners, mentors, and allies yet unknown if we are going to create a viable future for all. Class of 2014, and all the rest of us, the inspiration of this threshold moment invites each of us in every discipline and field of endeavor to deepen our willingness to step up to our individual potential and to our collective potential so vibrantly on display today, and find our way into such worthy forms of faithfulness that in this hinge time, marked by great hopelessness and great hope, we may be so bold as to imagine that there will be good and flourishing life 450 years after us. And there will be people who will be able to live more faithfully in their time because of our faithfulness in this time. Class of 2014, thank you for who you are. Thank you for who you will yet become. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Parks. Each year, the senior class chooses a member to speak on its behalf at the commencement celebration. This year's student speaker is Jeff Rutherford. Jeff, who is from Leawood, Kansas, majored in creative writing and minored in religious studies. He is the creator of Gonzaga's only sketch comedy show, The Boone Street Hooligans. One of his professors said, quote, Jeff's boundless energy as a person engaged in the world made it a pleasure to teach him and to learn from him. And another said, I have faith that his writings, for the stage, the screen, or the page, will someday merit national praise. I'm pleased to present to you Jeff Rutherford.
I don't know if you guys have been paying good enough attention, but Thane and I have actually been Snapchatting this whole time. I'm just gonna wing it here for like 45 minutes. When I was a freshman, my parents got divorced, and for a number of reasons, I lost any sense of a male role model. So I sought new role models, different family structures, and places of comfort. I was lucky enough to find those in the Gonzaga community, the theater and English departments, and have continued to through the sharing of stories. You all might have seen me at Crosby or in the COG at the time and had no idea that was my present story. And you couldn't have. Nothing about my behavior would have suggested such a story. In fact, I often covered it up by just doing silly things. For example, I broke my freshman roommate's speakers by blasting Down by Jay Sean one time. Remember when he came to campus? That was pretty sweet. But my story was there, and at that time, every single one of you had your story as well. And you've continued to. Whether they've been family traumas, social or school difficulties, or epic tales of your time in the Logan neighborhood. So my story is one out of a sea of 1,100 of us right here. And there are over 7,000 stories in this arena right now. And when we step outside, we're among countless unknown stories. That could be overwhelming, but I think it ought to be thrilling. We have the chance to relate to others, become less ignorant, and grow more intellectually curious from hearing narratives different from our own. We might seek and empathize with these stories and the people attached to them. From tales of how each and every one of us made it to this moment right here, to our shared uncertainties about the future. Stories pull us into community with others. And the magic of story is that it at once has the power to transcend the difficulties of our reality and ground us in its hard truths. This spring, through a GU Outdoors trip, I spent time with the Macaw Indian tribe in Nia Bay, Washington. While there, listening to their stories, I was grounded in their hard truths. The reverberations of years of oppression, the breadth of a struggling local economy, and a profound longing for a successful next generation. While there, listening to their stories, I joined in community with them, transcending their difficulties. Time in a sweat lodge beyond any spiritual experience I've ever had, witnessing a tried and unwavering belief in God, and a collective generosity that insists on self-reflection. Having heard their narratives, ones of insufficient education, alcoholism, and suicide, I was forced to see my own circumstances differently. Because I was absorbed in the people, places, and ideas of this community, I had the chance to contribute and learn. And we have all been given an education that puts us in a unique and incredible spot to support the people around us, strengthen our places and environments, and advance our best ideas. But our education should not give us excessive confidence. Our careers, our relationships, and our missions can instead be fueled by humility. And we can see stories, and consequently our fellow humans, as complex and deserving. After turning in my final exam to Father Barraza in Islamic Civilizations, he put his arm around me and said, "Go forward and be a good ambassador." Through his stories, I learned the history, culture, and prayers of a people I knew little of beyond the tired cable news I sometimes watched. And I learned the meaning of the word jihad. It means to strive or to struggle. And we all do both of those. We've strived to be better here at GU, and we've struggled in our relationships, academics, and climbing to the 4th floor of College Hill. And we're going to continue to strive and to struggle. We'll have new stories, and there's tremendous solidarity in that. After our liberal arts education here, we realized that we're quite small and frankly a bit ignorant. But this ignorance should comfort us and give us strength, and it should inspire in us an active humility. Today, let's not toast to our academic degrees, but to a world of endless potentials, promises, and the prospects of gaining a bigger view of the world and a more dynamic understanding of the people that occupy it. Over the years, our goals and ideas of success will change. For me, success as a freshman meant being one of the lucky ones to make it into the highlighter names. But what won't change are the things that make us the people we are. What won't change is our commitment to being good, our commitment to justice, the human person, and our planet, and our commitment to stories. St. Ignatius said, "Love consists in a mutual sharing of goods. The lover gives and shares with the beloved what he possesses, or something of that which he has or is able to give. Hence, if one has knowledge, he shares it with the one who does not possess it." We can give stories. They're a global good we can all share. And we become wiser, more curious, and better ambassadors when we share them. So let's share them in light of the fact that we all struggle and we all strive. No matter how much we cover them up by blasting Down by Jay Sean, there are endless stories in all of us. And with that, we have to see the importance of remaining humble. And not the kind of humble after we get an award, but a humility founded in an understanding that the world is large, human stories are infinite, difficult, and complex, and a desire to empathize with, contribute to, and leverage those stories for a greater good. Now, as we leave here, we'll maintain a desire to discover each other's stories. Stories of a freshman that's scared to shower for the first time in Catherine Monica Hall, to seniors on the verge of something new, us seeking our own role models, family structures, places of comfort, and chances to make a difference. Our humility won't be passive, but active, and we'll open ourselves up so we may be stunned time and time again by the vast, incredible, and surprising world we're lucky enough to occupy. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. And now we move to the conferral of degrees. The academic deans will assist President McCullough in the conferral of degrees. The deans will acknowledge each candidate, and the president will greet each one at the base of the stage. As the graduates are preparing to cross the stage, let me introduce the academic deans who will be recognizing them. I would ask that they please stand and remain standing until I indicate. Associate Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Colleen McMahon. Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Ken Anderson. Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Vincent Alfonso. Dean of the School of Engineering and Applied Science, Dr. Stephen Silliman. Dean of the School of Nursing and Human Physiology, Dr. Brenda Stevenson Marshall. Dean of the School of Professional Studies, Dr. Joseph Albert. In leading their respective college or school, the deans demonstrate daily their dedication to academic excellence and the success of each student. Please be seated. During our commencement ceremony in this conferral, we have a number of graduates who have special connections to trustees and regents and to faculty. So those of you in the audience, so you know what's happening, when one of those special graduates who comes on stage, a regent or trustee will come and stand next to the dean. And for those connected with faculty, the faculty will enter onto the stage with that graduate. In the presenting of degree candidates today, presenting on the south side, which is stage left, are the School of Business, the School of Education, the School of Engineering, the School of Engineering and Applied Science, the School of Nursing and Human Physiology, and the School of Professional Studies. Presenting degree candidates on the north side is the College of Arts and Sciences. I would ask at this time that Dr. Ken Anderson and Associate Dean McMahon come forward.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present the candidates for the School of Business Administration.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present candidates for the College of Arts and Sciences.
The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Business Administration degree. Sarah Abibi.
The following students are receiving a Bachelor
graduating with distinction.
Mariana Maxima Vergania.
Samantha Leanne Chin, magna cum laude.
Travis Michael Burton.
Sarah Yoshi Clark, cum laude. Geraldine Ann Tabar Enrico, cum laude. Trevor Robert Latourneau. David Harrison John Ernst. Spencer Samuel Lauber. Brady Suzanne Eston, cum laude. Christina Largrisha. Emily Ann Evans. Jacqueline Ariana Lee. Samuel Arden Evans. Kyle Timothy Lane. Joshua Daniel Fain, magna cum laude. Chelsea Leanne Linton, magna cum laude. Alan Patrick Farrell, magna cum laude. Ryan Anthony Long. Brenton Thomas Delnagle, cum laude. Julian Orlando Lopez. Lauren Elizabeth Ferguson, summa cum laude. Lars Ludwigs. Stephanie Marie Feston, magna cum laude. Christopher Michael Biden, cum laude. Courtney Lynn Fisher. Michael Baxter McPherson, cum laude. Michael Joseph Fiso. Maxwell Victor Mayberg. Erin Kathleen Fitzgerald, cum laude. Jamie Marjorie Majerus. Rosalie Joyce Fitzgibbon, cum laude. Kyle Thomas McAllister. Julia Michelle Fiortoft. Sarah Jean McCullum. Celeste Madeline Flock, cum laude. Mallory May McGill, magna cum laude. Jackie.
This includes conferring of degrees in the School of Business Administration.
By the authority vested in Gonzaga University by the state of Washington, I am pleased to present candidates for the School of Education.
Jackie Lewis.
Students are receiving a Bachelor of Education in Physical Education degree. Alec Matthew Cutter.
Anthony John Lee.
Zachary James O'Neill.
Jacob Brian Schlater.
Christine Nicole Cano.
Thomas Andrew Scott.
Caitlin Marie Paulai.
Damiano Maro Seghetti, cum laude.
Rachel Allison Palmer, cum laude. Luke Robert Henko.
Joshua Alexander, Hong Sun, comma Leo, comma Connie Cito, cum laude.
Nicholas Hangaro.
Nathan William Sealer, cum laude.
Nicole Maria Panicello.
Jack Andrew Siemens.
Andrea Rose Pappas, magna cum laude.
Lisha Janelli Sosa, cum laude.
Amanda Arlene Pecora, cum laude.
Eric Andrew Spurbeck.
Second Lieutenant Leland Joseph Pena.
Charles Holmes Stout, cum laude.
Reggie John Pion Jr.
John Joseph Scrub.
Riley Spencer Caronto.
Carson Michael Thompson, magna cum laude.
Jesse Brian Perry.
Colleen Nicole Walsh.
Taylor Don Peterson, cum laude.
Chaz Cameron Wu.
Laura Ann Fu, cum laude.
The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering degree. Troy Richard Constantino.
Henry Pialski III, cum laude.
Sam Robert Cutler.
Chance Thomas Pearson.
Dominic Vincent Norris.
Emily Catherine Descoulick.
The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science degree. Patrick Matthias Anderson.
Kyle Forrest Promise, cum laude.
Joseph Cole Britton. Joseph is the nephew of Britton University Regents.
Ryan Patrick Provax.
Matthew Garden.
Jeffrey Rutherford, magna cum laude.
Lauren Patrice Joplin, who is also receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree.
Mary Agnes Pine.
Jacob Matthew Kingsbury.
Allison Rapp.
Colin Glenn Knappers.
Second Lieutenant Amalia Bonnie Vassell.
Patrick Denny Mosca.
Christopher Scott Resnick.
Joseph Song Lopez, cum laude.
Austin Garrett Rogers, magna cum laude.
Colette Myers.
Megan K. Roletto.
Megan Nicholas.
Spencer Charles Russell.
Tyler Francis Patterson.
Sean Kevin Ross.
Kevin Matthew Schulk.
Ryan Reed Sinclair.
Charles Robert Siderius.
Christopher Leo Rotar.
Kathy Pham Trong, magna cum laude.
Camila Rezaila.
Kelsey Lynn Zatches.
Marcella Alexandra Sines.
The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Science in Engineering and Management degree. Jordan Page Bernier.
Second Lieutenant Joseph Bernard Schmidt.
Aaron Jong Lee.
Jennifer Marie Schneider.
Benjamin Thomas Rowland.
Emily Rose Schober, summa cum laude.
The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering honors degree. Catherine Taylor Neal.
Dominic Rodriguez Holloway.
George Webster Ross IV, cum laude. Dolinar.
Joshua Michael Smith, cum laude.
Matthew Fred Eastman, cum laude.
Tiffany Christine Smith.
Kevin Patrick Elliott.
Victoria Jean Smith, cum laude.
Dylan Envy.
Jenna Marie Snarsky.
Braxton James Garrett.
Annika Catherine Stampfeld.
Nicholas Abel Gavinas.
Carolyn Renee Stanley, cum laude.
Dane Albert Goodman.
Sierra Loran Stockton.
Nicholas Allen Hall, cum laude.
Emily Margaret Sullivan.
Taylor K. Hara.
Erin Morgan Sullivan, magna cum laude.
Jacob William Hewitt Harris.
Molly Alice Sunbeam.
Mitchell R. Hesacker.
Haley Anna Swanson,
Kenneth Wayne Honer.
Kristen Leah Swanson, cum laude.
Duncan Townsend Howard.
Kyle Schwartz.
Greg Halali. Yoshio Hutchinson, summa cum laude.
Carly Dawn Thompson, cum laude.
Ryan Michael Kellogg, magna cum laude.
Mackenzie Ellen Strong.
Stephen Wallace Clem, Jr.
Philip Ross Tostado, magna cum laude.
William Ramsey Kurtz, cum laude.
Mateo Michael Trujillo.
Jacob Allen Lindsay.
Daisy L. Tudor.
Estefan Porfirio Luna. Michelle Rose Brasich, summa cum laude. Michelle is the daughter of Mr. Paul Brasich, University trustee.
Courtney Marie Lyon.
Zachary Scott Danby, cum laude.
Jordan Marie May, magna cum laude.
Scott Lindley Davis, summa cum laude. Scott is also receiving a Bachelor of Arts honors degree.
Claire Elaine Molinar, cum laude.
Michael Henry Fieser, summa cum laude, who is also receiving a Bachelor of Arts honors degree.
Stephanie Rose Moore.
Tucker Jeffrey Elliott Kiter, cum laude.
Megan Marie O'Halloran.
Alicia Dawn Labrum, magna cum laude.
Dylan Olden, cum laude.
Eliza Hope Miller, cum laude.
Alexandria Nicole Palastro.
Elise Maria Reed, magna cum laude.
Justine Marie Portillo.
Caitlin May Wood, cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Riso, magna cum laude.
Ellery Grace Young, cum laude.
Christy Slattengren, cum laude.
The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Science degree. Miale Pierre Philippe Ajorlolo.
Cameron Michael Stahl.
Enrique Guadalupe Alvarado III.
Soraya May Thompson, cum laude.
Janice Marie Barlow, who is also receiving a Bachelor of Business Administration degree.
Paige Ashley Wambold, cum laude.
Jonathan Spencer Barnard, cum laude.
Jennifer Lauren Wheeler, magna cum laude.
Matthew James Boucherie Jr., cum laude.
Brandon Jeffrey Winchell.
Megan Kathleen Blanchette, cum laude.
Alexis Elizabeth Zander.
Adam Gray Blunt.
The following student is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Nursing honors degree. Mary Jordan Langfield, cum laude.
Courtney Ray Boyd, cum laude.
The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Victoria Kathleen Aiken.
Sean Patrick Brady.
Amanda Dorothy Harrington, magna cum laude.
Mackenzie Lee Brederick, magna cum laude.
Sarah Schofield Atkins, cum laude.
Emily Ann Carlson, magna cum laude.
Brianna Nicole Backus, magna cum laude.
John Barrett Chase, cum laude.
Caitlin Cleone Valentine.
Victor Choi. Laura Grace Batdorf, summa cum laude. Jocelyn Ekis Clues, cum laude. Laura Louise Brent Erickson. Ashley Ann Connors. Sarah K. Brunowski with distinction. Kayleen Jenna Cullen. Christiana Joanne Byer, cum laude. Cyrus Daniel Demaray, who is also receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree. Emily Charlotte Kane, magna cum laude. Niles James Demaray, who is also receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree. Marion Hanley Harris. Madison Ann Eden, magna cum laude. Second Lieutenant Erin Elizabeth Hannon. Michelle Lee Elias. Elizabeth Ann Cartwright, cum laude. Isabella Rose Evans. Chelsea Madalena Holden. Kevin Patrick Ferreter, cum laude. Jessica Leigh Daniels, magna cum laude. Addison Rose Florin. Catherine Ann Dunphy, magna cum laude. Emma Marie Flott, cum laude. Shannon Michelle Enlow, summa cum laude. Casey Ann Fudge, cum laude. Eric Ennis, cum laude. Kelsey Lee Gerens, cum laude. Kayleen Marie Irby, magna cum laude. Zachary Daniel Hansen. Alexa Lynn Foley, cum laude. Jonathan David Harmon. Maite Goray. Patrick Kiyoshi Hashiguchi. Cassandra Ann Gertz. Connor Reed Hegewald, cum laude. Janice Elizabeth Blaze. Lauren Marie Herlash, cum laude. Hannah Leanne Prince, cum laude. Patrick John Herling. Shelby Jean Hardy, magna cum laude. Christian James Herning, cum laude. Kellyanne Kathleen Healy, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Justin Andrew Hoff, cum laude. Susan Hildebrandt. Lacey Rochelle Howard, magna cum laude. Jaspreet Singh Hara. Muzin Ismail, cum laude. Grant Michael Kleppinger, magna cum laude. Evan Jarman, magna cum laude. Jason John Lakis, cum laude. Colin B. Johnson, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann LaRue. Sarika Ann Conwilker. Christy Michelle Leahy. Mary Elizabeth Conis, magna cum cum laude. Haley Karen Londo.
Aaron Parker Kuntz, magna cum laude.
Lauren Elizabeth Lucky.
Erin Rebecca Lapsansky, cum laude.
Shayla Lee, cum laude.
Antonio Gabriel Young Ledesma, summa cum laude.
Catherine Mary Mansfield with distinction.
Dave Kim Lee.
David Lauren Neal.
Patrick Michael Millay, magna cum laude.
Jacqueline Erin Pearson.
Alexandra Elizabeth Manning, cum laude, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree.
Maria Regina Pedrera, cum laude.
Aaron Michael Marble.
Chelsea Anastasia Hello, cum laude.
Aaron Daniel Marsh, magna cum laude.
Anne Elizabeth Reed, magna cum laude.
James Matthew Matern, cum laude, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree.
Jackie Janae Gorman.
Alex Michael McKelvey.
Jacqueline Marie Ruby.
Christian Delaney Miller.
Emily Ann Rudolph, cum laude.
Mariah Ann Minder, cum laude.
Jennifer Ann Speak.
Peter Joseph Murphy.
Carl William Swenson.
David Patrick Newmeyer.
Kendall Marie Tate.
Bryson James Newell.
Michelle Yasuko Tagami, cum laude.
Teresa Nguyen.
Caroline Trotchick, cum laude.
Brandon Michael Norris.
Janine M. Walters.
Catherine Lee Norton, summa cum laude.
Gordon William Jordan Mary Schroeder, cum laude. Jürgen Alexander Schutz. Jason Andrew Sisk. Angelina Michaela Spaluzzi. Stuart Jordan Spencer, cum laude. John Henry Sutter, magna cum laude. Garrett Lee Sutton, summa cum laude. Karma Tenzing. Elizabeth Dawn Toskin. Laura Mary Tuthill, cum laude. Caitlin Samantha Van Volkum, cum laude. Grant Douglas Vandehei. Anthony Joseph Vecchiola. Matthew Alexander Mario Vial. John Carl Vimmerstedt. William Thomas Wild, summa cum laude. Sarah Yent.
On behalf of all of us present, want to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to our honoree, Dr. Sharon Delos Parks, for being with us today and for sharing her words of wisdom. Please join me as well in thanking those who made the ceremony possible, the staff of the Registrar's Office, Student Activities, Academic Vice President, Academic Events Manager, Faculty Marshal, Dr. Ellen Macaron, and our banner bearers, as well as I think we need to recognize our commencement ceremony readers, Natalie Palmer, Linda Caralfa, and Jenny Graham. So let us thank them. It is appropriate at this time to thank the faculty who have challenged and inspired you over your years of study at Gonzaga. Your professors are enormously proud of your achievements, and they are delighted that you came this morning as we celebrate your commencement. Graduates, please rise, and a round of applause for your teachers and mentors who are seated in the front rows on the floor. Please be seated. Today is the day that together with your family and friends, we honor you, our graduates, and all you've accomplished. We share your hopes and dreams for the future. As we send you off, it is our hope that you will continue to seek truth and embrace the challenges of life with open minds, open hearts, and a courageous spirit. remember us and come back to visit. President McCullough, distinguished and honored guests, members of the faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduating class of 2014. I now invite President Thane McCullough to come to the podium.
In the Society of Jesus, when a Jesuit has been assigned to a particular role or an important project, that Jesuit has been missioned to do that work by the superior. Sometimes the act of missioning is ceremonially formalized, and in recent years, we have placed the act of your graduation, seniors, in the Jesuit context of a mission. It is my great honor and privilege to invite the Provincial Superior of the Society of Jesus for the Oregon Province, the Very Reverend Patrick J. Lee, alumnus of Gonzaga University and Gonzaga in Florence, to the podium to give you your mission as graduates of this Jesuit university.
Thank you, Thane. It was my honor in my early part of my provincial aid to mission Dr. Thane McCullough as the president of Gonzaga University. I think today I really, as I move out of this time as provincial, I want to thank you very, very much, Thane, for the wonderful work you're doing here. So I think we owe Dr. McCullough a great hand. I now invite the faculty members who have guided you in your educational journey to rise, turn, and join me in extending your arm over these, our graduates, as today we mission them. To our graduates of the class of 2014, our prayer for you is to go forth and to live the fullness of life, to appreciate along the way that the journey is as important as the destination, that trials endured do indeed make us stronger, that risks taken increase not only our chances of success, but of our capacity to cope, that facing the unknown allows us to know ourselves more deeply, and that choosing to be fully alive creates life for everyone around you. On this day, we mission you to go forth and with your gifts to inspire the world, and we ask God's eternal blessing upon each one of you. Amen.
I now invite Father Frank Case, Vice President of Mission for the University, to give the benediction. Please stand.
Loving God,
The men and women we honor and celebrate today have come to the end of their course of studies here at Gonzaga University and made their long dreamed of trek across this stage this morning. We ask your blessing on them now and always as they pass through what can at times be puzzling and frightening transitions to a life of work, a life of leadership and service for the common good. Guide them with your Spirit. Let them know your love and the love of others, and most particularly, let them become instruments of your care and concern for those with whom they will live and work in this world. We pray this with loving trust in your good and holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Father Case. Graduates and their families are invited to a reception at the Martin Field House on campus immediately after the ceremony. This concludes Gonzaga University's 121st commencement.